A blowout victory for the New York Knicks tonight on their home court of Madison Square Garden. Your final score 122-84. The Knicks over the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets. Now, Tom Thibodeau told media after the game the defending champion label only means something to us, meaning the media, that the team just sees it as another opportunity to assert themselves, another opportunity to prove themselves. But coming off the literal wake 30 minutes before tip-off, it was announced that Jalen Brunson would not be an all-star starter. He was tied with Damian Lillard for that second guard spot, and the fan voting edged out Lillard. So maybe, if not a chip on the Knicks' shoulder because of the Nuggets status, a chip on their shoulder because of Brunson's status tonight. But regardless, a resounding victory in a game where the Knicks did not have Mitchell Robinson and did not have Isaiah Hartenstein, that left Achilles flaring up, bothering him again. But you take a look at what the Knicks did get. Start at the big man spot. Jericho Sims, 1 of 1 from the floor, had 2 points and 8 rebounds. Now, foul trouble kept him from playing major minutes. He played just 25, but that's kind of all the Knicks needed from him tonight. And you look at the other backup big, Precious Achiuwa, 1 of 4 from the floor. Nothing that'll knock your socks off, but 10 rebounds and 3 assists from Achiuwa. Again, all you really needed from that backup 5 spot. You take a look at what the Knicks did offensively. It was drive and kick. Randall and Brunson running the show, and Randall almost a triple-double tonight, 8 assists for him. OG Anunoby, the benefactor from the open threes and cutting inside, just that simple Morey ball kind of game. The Knicks took about 85% of their shots tonight in the Morey ball zone, which is either dunking range or three-point range. So the most efficient it gets. Either you're getting the extra point or you're guaranteed to make it. Now, let's talk about what went wrong for Denver. Not much went right for them tonight, but what went into that was the Knicks' approach to the game. I thought coming into the game with a huge talent gap at center between the two teams, the Nuggets would hammer the post early and just try to have Jokic beast and feast inside, as Clyde Frazier would say, but he only had 3 assists all game long to his 30 points. The Knicks allowed Jokic to score so long as he wasn't making his teammates better at the same time. He's someone who everyone, but especially Tom Thibodeau, loves to point out can elevate the floor and ceiling of any team out there. So Nikola Jokic only 3 assists tonight against the New York Knicks, and that was in big part because they kept him out on the perimeter. The Knicks centers did a good job of being physical. It won't show up on the stat sheet, but they kept Jokic out of the paint on the offensive end of the floor, which forced him to work in the mid-range or to shoot threes. Now, he did make an early 3 right over the top of Jericho Sims, but that was okay for New York. They survived those minutes where Jokic was in, and the ones where Murray was providing bench scoring and in with that second lineup. It didn't matter. You have Julius Randle 17, 7, and 8. OG Anunoby with 26 tonight, and his 3rd game of his career where he had 6 steals in one game. Jalen Brunson, 21 points. Dante DiVincenzo, 16 points. And that was it. That was your game for the Knicks. Just a really solid game. If you, like Fred Katz of The Athletic said, if you wore a Knicks jersey tonight, you had a good game. Some Nuggets players did have a nice game, but it just didn't matter. The Knicks overpowered them, not just with hot three-point shooting or anything of the sort, but really ultimately with defense. Now, Knicks 39%, for almost 40% from three-point land tonight. Obviously, they'll love that result any night, but it was more about the quality of shots. The Knicks waiting patiently until they got open looks, and they were able to capitalize on those. So a 122-84 victory for New York at home, who's now 11-2 since acquiring OG Anunoby. I'm Kris Pursiainen here from the Garden. We'll have you covered on WFUV Sports all season long, so stick with us, folks.